Ash here, and I'm here with Lalita, and today we are going to make
brownies, mint chocolate chunk brownies with awesome chocolate, and it's gonna be delicious, and it's Christmas time, so everyone wants brownies. First step here is we're gonna have to put some butter in here.
Okay. So does it need to be room temperature?
No, because we're gonna actually take the butter and put it in the microwave for like about a minute so it, melts.
Okay.
So basically you're gonna wanna put the sugar in and then the butter, and we're gonna mix that.
Alright, Lalita is now taking
Yeah, be very careful.
butter.
Okay, so
it's nice and melty.
Mostly melted here. So put it in with the sugar.
Nice and melty.
I love butter. And then we're gonna mix it. So you mix it first.
Okay.
With the
and
sugar.
You do a hand mixing, you don't do the electric?
No, you don't need electric mixer on this at all.
Okay.
It's too easy. And then it also calls for vanilla. It's the vanilla with bourbon.
It's not baking if you don't put alcohol in it.
It's so true.
In my opinion.
And it calls for 1 teaspoon. So you just put that in there like that. And then you also need 2 eggs. So usually you want to make sure that this is not too hot or anything, because the egg will cook.
Free range eggs.
Organic, free range. And then you mix and mix until they're mixed in real well. Alright, so we're going to put that aside for a few minutes there. And the next step we're going to do is we're going to mix together yep, that's right, all the flour and the cocoa and all of that.
You need this?
We do, but not for the flour.
Okay. So how much do we need?
So we need about a half a cup.
Okay.
And that's about a half a cup. So you just put it in the bowl. The next step is the cocoa powder, which is exactly 1/3 cup. It's unsweetened. You don't want the sweet stuff because the sugar is going to be sweet enough. But 1/3 of a cup, I'm going to use this this guy here because it's easier if it's such a small amount. Cocoa powder, it clumps up really well, and it's harder to kind of mix when it's all clumpy, so I put it in a strainer because I don't have a sifter. Strainers work just as well and they're cheaper.
Okay. So you can see.
Yep. And I'm putting my hands in there, but it's only going to Ash. She can have some.
Oh, I love your germs.
So you just sift it so the clumps, see how the clumps are forming, and then they'll eventually go away when you do that. So I'm gonna stir this up here. So now it's gonna call for, I think, a 1/4 teaspoon.
Alright.
So I'm gonna put that in there, and give or take a little bit. And it needs some salt too, which is right there.
Here you go.
Thank you. And that is going to be a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You don't want too much because it'll just be nasty. Okay, so we got all the dry mixes together.
Okay.
I'm gonna set that aside for a little bit because we're gonna chop up the chocolate.
Has some.
It's good.
That's good. It's minty.
Yeah, it's mint. So we're gonna chop up these into chunks, like whatever size you want, really.
Also check out our ninja cookie video. Also very fun.
It's very fun. Now, I'm not measuring how much chocolate chunks I'm using because it doesn't really matter. Like maybe a cup if you want to be more precise. But I maybe like a half a bar.
Half a bar, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so that's good enough.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be perfect because cooking is not perfect. So we're bringing back our dried goods. Put these all in here.
Okay.
Every last bit of it. See that?
Nice.
Yep. And we'll mix it again with our handy dandy tablespoon mixer. And now, before we mix the wet and dry together, I'm going to actually spray this with, I use coconut oil spray because olive oil spray is gross. Or you can use canola oil or safflower, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour and then pat it around. Doesn't call for that, just says to oil it, but I like to also put flour on it just to give it that little extra. Alright, so I'm just gonna mix this up again, and then we put all of this in the dried goods. See? and use a handy dandy spatula. Oops. It's okay. It's okay. There can be some accidents.
Salmonella.
That's disgusting, Ash. You're gross.
Oh my god. Oh, it tastes like vanilla. It's tasty, actually.
It's actually really good. And then we just mix it. And it should be somewhat watery consistency, but not like super watery. Not like pancake mix, but not like bread. It's like in between.
Okay.
Yeah. So that looks pretty mixed right there.
All right.
And then we just pour it in here.
Here, I'll hold the bowl for
Okay.
you. There you go.
Calls for a 9x9 pan, by the way.
This is my favorite part at the end when you lick the bowl.
But she's not gonna have any.
Oh.
Yeah, none at all.
She's gonna clean it all
I'm just
out.
clean it all out.
You're no fun.
I know, I'm horrible.
She's secretly an evil villain.
Yeah, right, you can have some.
Yeah!
And then you
This is the best part!
Then you want to spread it around just a little, just to get in all the corners.
Oh,
And then it can look like this. It doesn't
Oh,
have to be perfect.
it's beautiful.
And then what you do after that is you
Yep.
up your spatula. And then
And this is it, right? It's done.
it's done. We're just gonna pop it in the oven for, well, if you want to just eat it like that, it's fine. But we're gonna put it in the oven.
And what is that? So 350?
Okay, so 350. And it's preheated, like on all the Martha Stewart shows. And then it's for like 20 to 25 minutes.
All right, so we will see you back when it is done.
Yes.
She's setting the timer now.
Yeah, do like start with 22. You know how it always goes. All right, so our brownies just came out of the oven, and these are done. Looks delicious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're gonna cut it now. So I usually like to just slice it.
And we found
In
we
threes.
baked it a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, it just varies on your actual oven. So I tried for 22 minutes, but it ended up being like maybe almost 30 minutes, just to be sure. Then you just do the toothpick thing, you know.
Oh, it kind of fell apart.
Because it's still too warm,
Oh,
so let it cool more. But it doesn't matter, so we're gonna scoop it out.
Make sure it's cool before
Yeah.
you take it out. However
However-
warm and gooey is tasty.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. So thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our other video on Christmas Ninja gingerbread cookies, and you will hopefully be seeing more of me and Lalita.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. People watch out for our other cooked videos.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
We're just gonna keep eating this.
Yeah, it's so good. You have no idea.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
If only you could
Oh.
eat it. We should make it soon.
Yeah, you should, because it's actually pretty cheap to make too. It's actually cheaper than brownie mix. FYI. And you can make a lot more. Oh my gosh.
So all this is mine, right? And that's yours.
I want that. But it's fun to make with your kids, because kids love chocolate. And especially if you're PMSing.
And done. Why do you sift things, Lalita?
Well, like I said earlier.
Oh, did you say? Oh, I was listening.
I'm sure she was. Well, to tell you again, it's because this guy.
I'm sorry, were you talking?
What?